All right, a lot of people misinterpret some of Steve Jobs and Henry Ford's past quotes to think that they shouldn't do customer research. So there's that quote from Henry Ford that's like, if I asked people what they wanted, they would have just gotten a high turbo horse, not an actual car. Okay, there's similar quotes from Steve Jobs, and the reality is that they were both kind of teetering on this nuanced difference between market research and customer research. Market research, a lot of the time, is just asking people, what do you want, and for feedback on existing products or new products and ideas. Customer research is the art of understanding the difference between what customers say they want and, what they need. Now, we have like this saying in the UX world that's like, customers don't know what they want, and if you ask them what they need, they might not give you the right answer. You still have to read between the lines. So I just wanted to give you some like quick examples of what that might look like. So about 10 years ago, I was volunteering over a weekend hackathon to help a nonprofit put their WordPress website up and get it up and running. And the woman was telling me that she needed a module for events, and she needed people to be able to log into the website. And I was like, wow, those are really big requests to be able to do on WordPress. Again, this was a decade ago. So I started asking her, I was like, well, how do you do events right now? And she said that she was using Eventbrite. And I was like, oh, well, do you know that we can just embed Eventbrite right onto your WordPress page? And she's like, no, I didn't know that. And I was like, okay. So if I had given her what she wanted, I'd be off building or finding some crazy, Eventbrite or event management plugin, or how do we build this website with event tooling. And it's like, no, she can still use the tools she has, just embedded on the website, right? So that's the difference between someone tells you what they want and then you ask why and how they're doing it now, so that you can offer a more elegant solution. The same woman example, she said, I need login. And I was like, tell me why you need to log in. And this is before the pervasiveness of Google Drive or Dropbox or anything like that. And she's like, well, they need to be able to access these PDF forms. I'm like, okay. Is there any reason why those PDF forms cannot be publicly available? And she's like, no, they can be publicly available. I'm like, okay, so we can just create a page and put links to these forms on the page, and you can direct people to that page to download the forms, fill them out, and send them back to you. We do not need, and again, this was a decade ago, we don't need some fancy DocuSign tool. All right, so the point I'm trying to show you is that customers might tell you what they want. You never want to just run off and be like, okay, I'll give you exactly what you want. You kind of want to ask them and back up, like, what are you trying to accomplish? What is the business process that you would like the software to support? All right, what is the, what's the end goal? And, why don't you like the way that you do it now? Tell me how you do it right now. Then you can start to see if there's a more elegant way to get them to where they want to go, instead of just building exactly what they say they want. All right, put your questions and comments below. I will be happy to answer them. Like and subscribe to continue to get all of this great content, I hope.